Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer. And I wanted to just let you guys know that on yesterday, Friday, and on Monday and Tuesday, I was just under attack. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And, I just prayed against it. I prayed against it because I knew what it was. I was under attack. And so, yesterday, I kept wanting to say Surah Saba, the city, number 34. And I wanted you to read that surah, but it kept coming out. Surah An-Naba, number 78. So we're supposed to read 78. So I want you to read the entire surah with me. Against any negative energy, it is the great news, the good news. So, we have things that come out of us, unsuspecting. The good things is they're coming out of us, whether we meant to do it or not, whether they're trying to block us or not, whether they are trying to attack us or not. And I just wanted to give you the good news after I looked at that video and realized that I kept saying Anaba. So I thank all of you for your support. We're going to read Surah An-Naba. We're going to read Surah Saba, number 34 and 78. So let's get into our topic today, because this is something that I have been, just looking around on the internet, and I was seeing if anybody was going to talk about this topic concerning the Epstein files. So we are I think this is like into the 2 weeks now of the Epstein files, and releasing those types of files with all of these different elite people, and everyone has been talking about it except for one subject. And this is why I like to make sure that we keep an even playing field. It's not for me to judge anybody, but, we have to keep an even playing field, because if not, then we have negative people, narcissist people running around in society, running around in spiritual places, running around in businesses unchecked. So there are women in these files who were working for this type of, elite group in the Epstein files in order to help them attack young women, in order to help them rape young women. So we will have these types of patriarchal, these men who will induct these women who want to be a part of this type of patriarchy, so bad that you will find them in your own homes. You will find them in societies. A lot of these women who have given themselves over into this type of patriarchy to attack young women, to rape young women, to SA young women, you will find that a lot of them are spiritual narcissists. A lot of them are sacrificing these young women for their own gain, for their beauty, for the power, just the same as these men are. Okay, so these are the people that are not being called out, and this is what, when we cleanse ourselves, and we cleanse ourselves as a collective. Not only are we cleansing, the people who are known, we're cleansing the unknown out of the shadows, so that we can see them for who they are. These are the women in our society, in our homes, that have followed the entity for power, for gain, for a reward from the entity. These are the women in our homes who have been in competition with with their daughters, with the women, the young women. These are the types of women in our homes, in our communities. that we have been talking about that will get on these jobs and attack certain women, that will not give women a chance, that will start to be in competition with them. These are the spiritual narcissists that are in our communities, that have been in our communities, hanging in the shadows, allowing the men to do whatever they want to do to their daughters. These are the women who want to be like their colonizers. The white tea women have taught them well on how to treat their own people, on how to abuse children. Okay, so these are not only the white tea women in that elitist society. This goes all the way into our homes. This is what we have been talking about, where there are certain women in our society that will praise the men for, doing egregious things against society, against the youngest women in the homes, against the women in society. So in Georgia, and I have to say this because I was witness to some of my uncles, in the South, saying that this male had taken his daughter and he was over there abusing his daughter, bringing other women into the house with his daughter, would not provide and take care of his daughter. Oh, they went to go and get him and tied him to a tree. Okay, this is what the men were doing, in my time. Okay, so this ain't what you want. This is not what you want. As men, you cannot allow some of these women in your life, your mothers, to make you believe that, the woman is going to take care of you. These are the beliefs that have been handed down into society to some of our men by these women who are spiritualists, who are narcissists, who are demonic, and they are allowing the attack. They want to see the sacrifice and the attack of certain women because they are jealous, because they are, the matriarch, and they have that kind of demonic attachment, like the Snow White character, the stepmother, the evil stepmother of Cinderella. These are the types of women that are in our lives that have been cleansed. Every time we cleanse, we are cleansing these people out of the shadows. Their attack upon our minds, our bodies, the psychic attacks where they are able to stay in the shadows have been broken. The attacks that they have sent out upon our health to keep the veil in place, it is crumbling beneath their feet. Do you understand that they have been trying to stay in the shadow? And these women have been exposed in our community, in the elitist community, in the business dealings against their own people, against all women who they cannot siphon their energy, who they cannot send the evil eye to. They will try to harm you. They will try to unalive you, and they will use these men in order to gang stalk you and hurt you because they are in alignment with the entity in order to receive the reward of the power of using black magic, of using the evil eye, of using Santeria, of using sacrifices to take them to the next level in life, in business or otherwise. These are the people that use, these women, these men are the people that use animal sacrifices. Do not let it surprise you that not only do these entertainers, sacrifice their soul, make, human sacrifices, make sacrifices of animals, children. There are different sacrifices that these types of people make. And in this case, we are using children, young girls, in order to sacrifice for more power, gain, authority over, business dealing, authority over situations, so that, they can continuously be rewarded with being able to siphon the energy off of these men and off of these girls. So these women have been exposed along with the persons that they have been in alignment with, they are in allegiance with, these men that they have been being rewarded by. You know, they're in collusion together. And we have to make sure that we continue to guard against these types of attacks, pray against these types of attacks, and cleanse these types of women out of our lives so that they are exposed and so that, you know, they are going down by themselves. That there is no get out of jail free card when they are exposed. There is no, you know, getting out of hell. You're going to burn for what you have done against these young women that you have helped to unalive, that you have helped to ruin their lives. So I hope that you have received this knowledge, you know, of what's going on with these Epstein files, not only with the men, but with these women too, who are rapists, who are helping them, who are sacrificing children. And you need to be able to also see this as a pattern that has been going on in society, what has been given over by the colonizers into our own people, who have been using these tactics against our own people, against their own children. So I hope that you receive this understanding. I hope you receive this knowledge so that we can continue to cleanse it and expose these people. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can book your one-on-one sessions with me, your life coaching sessions, or your video chat sessions. This got me riled up. You know, you can also use a consultation so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Please make sure that you're donating and like, share, and subscribe. I'm High Oracle, Reiki, Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.